Hello guys, welcome to another YouTube video. Look, I haven't uploaded in a while because I decided that my mic sucked. But now, in celebration of getting a new mic for Christmas, I want to make a video on Jump Showdown because I haven't done that yet. And I like Jump Showdown just as much as I like JJS. So, what I'm going to do is, for today's video, I will make a video ranking all the characters' ults depending on how easy they are to deal with, even the ones without an ult yet. So I'm gonna start in order, and in the end I'm gonna make a tier list, putting my rankings after I talk about them. So Gojo. Gojo's ult is pretty strong. His first attack has basically no startup, as you can see, and it does an okay amount of damage. It does like as much damage as Reagan's Massacre Remover, which I'll talk about like in a few minutes. And you usually won't kill people with it. And blue does mediocre damage. So you went from 60 to 20. By themselves, these aren't really like the strongest moves. But then you have the 0.2 second domain expansion, which is really good. The only downside to this is that it has a huge startup. But of course it does, because it just gives you room to use your this attack. I forgot what it's called, and I wasn't paying attention. Low-key. It's called Ruthless Master. I don't know why the audio bugged out, but like it's interesting. Maximum output Hollow Purple is underrated. I don't see people use it enough like in combat. So let me just get it real quick. Like max purple is actually so good. You use it after you use blue. Make sure they don't have to waste it. You side dash and then you use it. It's basically guaranteed, unless you use something with iframes and they run away. And the range on this attack, for what it is good, but it's really easy to dodge it if you're not getting locked in it. Because it stuns people if you get hit by blue. And then I guess I could talk about his second ult, which I can't just get off bat, but basically using a normal Hollow Purple, that's a one-shot, but it's not as big as you probably want it to. It's like about as big as the JJS Hollow Purple, but it moves like at twice the speed, and it's not like you have you can't aim up or down, but I guess that wouldn't matter unless you're trying to snipe a Jin Mori, which good luck with that. And next I will talk about Accelerator. Accelerator has a really interesting ult. Accelerator's ult is incredibly strong, but it does get overshadowed by some things. But Vector Grasp and Power Display is a 100% combo, or Power Display into Vector Grasp, and it does that much damage, and then you use this, it does this much damage. It's a good attack. It's a good ult. When you take everything into consideration, I say this ult is definitely better than Gojo's. Carnal Revolution is more of like an attack you can use to finish people if they just have a low enough HP. It does like 30% HP. Wow, let me check real quick. I guess 40. But this ult is literally hard carried by the strongest. Now the strongest is so easy. Look, you might be thinking that's a huge startup and you can cancel it, but you can't cancel it. It's kind of easy to cancel when you're paying attention for it, because other times you're paying attention for dumbass power display. But you can literally snipe people with the strongest because it lands. You can't do it right in front because, as you can see, it doesn't hit in front. But you can do like side dashes into it. I wasted my side dash, so I can't do it. But it's OP. It's OP. I've been seeing more players use this strategy to just side dash into it, so have fun fighting Accelerator. There's not as much to talk about when it comes to old things for Accelerator, besides the fact that Vector Grasp drags people in, as you can see. Well, that's basically it for Accelerator. He's a really strong guy. Next is Reagan. I guess I'll put Reagan and Mob in the same ult, because Mob is part of Reagan's moveset, but if yeah, I'll put Mob in the same moveset as Reagan, because Reagan would be really, it wouldn't be fair for Reagan if I didn't put Mob. So.
It's okay to run away and save yourself! All that was left in his heart was gratitude towards his wise master.
For the latest update in Jump Showdown, they made Mask Remover hit ragdolls. So you can do this now. And I guess you could hypothetically snipe people like you can with the strongest and Accelerated's moveset. Mask Remover right now is really OP, honestly. It does a huge amount of damage, and it also just not one shots, but 3 shots people. And emotional damage, it's interesting. It has a huge, the counter itself lasts for a while. Hold on. Let me just get this out of the way. And it also does like as much damage as Mask Remover, the counter. So I think it's safe to say that Reagan's 2 moves that he has in ult basically are good. Just they're not as good as the other ones. Mask Remover itself is good though. I'll say Mask Remover is pretty OP. But the other ult I feel like is fair. Especially I feel like any counter, if you get hit by it, it's your fault because you weren't paying attention enough for it. So I won't really take that into consideration. Then there's the 1000% Exorcism. It's basically just table flip in TSB. Saitama's table flip. Which, funny thing, Reagan reminds me a lot of Saitama. Also, I have no cooldown on it. That's just so great. As I was saying, this works like table flip. So if you uppercut somebody and they don't have evasive, you can just use this and it's a free attack. It's a free attack. And it has a huge hitbox, like inside. I'm pretty sure it does not one shot. It just does a lot of damage. I think it leaves you at like 10 HP. I'm not sure though. And then I need my ult again, so I can talk about Mob.
Do you think you could swing by?
So Eradicate is, they don't have evasive still, then you can just use it and it's a free attack. Crash Out is a guaranteed like win if he gets it. It's actually like unfair. Unless you're like not counting Jin Mori or Kara, I guess, then Mob has like an insanely good ult. I can't even lie. It's an insanely good ult. So I use this, blah blah blah. It does okay. Okay? I need 50%. I can't just have 50. Are you really gonna do this to me? There we go. blah blah blah. You get this long cutscene out of the way. Anyone caught in the blast also dies, and this is OP. For any unfortunate soul that have to fight this with a base moveset, it's unfair. And Kratos is interesting because you can say that Kratos has a battle or a good ult, which I would say he has a good ult. Every ult in this game has some way of being OP or broken, but Kratos is like, let me just show you. So Spartan Rage is like a better version of father-son bonding because it doesn't have a huge cooldown startup. There is a moment to where you can counter, which I feel like Reagan could do that, but that attack does a lot of damage, has a 13-second cooldown, and yeah, it's just basically spammable. Hell, if you get hit by it, you're cooked. You have Nature's Arsenal, which yeah has the tree variant, which you don't want to really use because you can't aim it like you can with the rock. I suck at aiming, so I can't really hit that, but the rock does a decent amount of damage. Rageful Attack is just an off-brand version of Gojo's Inhuman Speed, but it also does a lot of, not much damage, but it's useful. Well, this is what I'm saying, like a lot of his attacks aren't counterable besides this one and the other one. I suck at QTEs. And then, yep, this doesn't one-shot, but the more QTEs you land, the more damage it does. I think it also applies for the enemy that you use it on. The more QTEs that they land, the lesser damage it does. So just basically try to land your QTEs on both sides. So yeah, Kratos. I was saying that Kratos' ult is odd because you can say it's bad or good. In my opinion, I think it's good because it's when he uses an attack, like spammable one that you can run with, and has iframes basically. Yeah, it does have iframes. And you can also just grab people with it. This attack is good. This attack carries his ult, honestly. And here's the damage on the rock, I guess. Well, he blocked the shockwave, but there's the damage on the rock. But that's pretty much his ult. He just punches you a lot and throws rocks at you. And then, in some cases, he can throw a tree at you. Because I used the wrong attack, are we serious? I am so boosted. But yep. That's Kratos. That's Kratos. And now you have, wow, my favorite, Kara. In the recent update, Kara got nerfed a little bit, and she's actually fightable now. She's not like Jin Mori to where you cannot fight her. You can actually fight her now. So this is interesting. For everyone's time, I will use the death variant because he doesn't have a huge animation like all of other things. Cursed Remedy is interesting because it kills you if you just get hit by it twice, and it also has like the best finisher in the game. I'd say this is the best finisher. Like, they cooked with Kara's animations. It's just that all of her animations that have finishers are too long, unless it's Lethal Wound. You can tell who the favorite character is in this game.
Getting tired. Sleep tight.
Okay. So reset is a counter, so honestly it's your fault if you get hit by it. But reset also has like the most obvious counter, like starting. She changes an entire different anime. I guess, because she goes from a posture with her arms already behind her, but whatever. So she gets a red outline, and she gets her animation. I feel like it's pretty easy to avoid, honestly.
It was fun while it lasted.
It does have a huge counter time for it does 50% damage to the enemy, and And I don't even know how to say that. Atonement is purely reliant on the skill of the person you're fighting, because you're basically playing Undertale or Toho, whichever you want to call it. I haven't played Undertale, so I'm not sure what the gameplay is like, but I'm gonna assume that's Undertale. Yep, if they land it, you will take 15 damage, which is, I like that. I like that you get punished for something that you cannot control. It can't kill you. They physically cannot kill you with that, but it's interesting. 7 souls, you can actually counter on its startup now, so it's not as OP, as much of a free attack as it used to be. But it's still really strong if you let the user of Kara land it, and not fail like I did. Special Hell is still pretty useful stuff. I can't find a use for this attack, especially because it's just hard to get it. You have to use 7 souls twice, or you have to use 7 souls and get the Curse Remedy finisher. I am pretty sure you can also use the Curse Remedy finisher times 2, but it's going to be a lot harder to do that because if you're fighting somebody, you're going to get the finisher once, in a fair 1v1 at least. But if you do land it, it's not even that much worth it because Reset is honestly better. Any of her attacks are honestly better because they all do similar damage. I would have preferred the boss attack where she starts slashing everywhere. And it's the most annoying thing, but whatever. But I guess you got a boss attack anyway, so I guess you can agree. That's basically it for Kara's ult. But now we're going to Jin Mori, and obviously Jin Mori might have the best ult as of now. It's just all of his attacks are free, and you have to agree. And also, a funny little pull, funny little staff. If you don't like your enemies and you're stupid, just do this. I summoned it on the wrong side. Are we serious? I'm so boosted. Okay, Orbit Breaker is super simple. It's its most free attack because you can't counter it or anything. There's a gap in between when the staff gets bigger, smaller, right there. You can actually hit him. You can hit him and it will cancel it, but it's gonna be a lot harder to do that because your front dash barely travels that much distance. Well, it's not that it doesn't travel much distance, it's just that the staff is huge. The staff is huge and you don't want to get hit by it, or else you just get hit in this attack, which is honestly unfair. So hey, Jin Mori would solo this entire game, so Godlike Clash, for time's sake, I'm not gonna get the variant, but it's good. If you have them in an M1 combo, you can just use it, it'll be and both variants do a bunch of damage. Of course, you're gonna want to try to win the QTE because you get the Thunder variant, and it's based almost not a one-shot, but it does a lot of damage. You'll usually kill people with it, and also, but the bad part about that variant is it drains your ult for a while still, because I don't know if you know, but cutscene moves usually stop your ult drain, the long ones, but that one has a huge point to where before it drains your ult, so you usually want to use it as a finisher. So Heaven Piercer is easy to land. At first you might think it's hard, but it's easy to land. It's the QTE that's hard, honestly. It does a lot of damage. It's basically a one-shot, like Reagan's 1000% Exorcism, but it's not a true one. And it has a secret finisher, which is a one-shot. Try to land it for you guys. I'll probably just play the clip because I don't want to have to do it again. I don't want to have to do it again. because I don't want to have to do it again. I don't want to have to do it again. But you get the point. It's strong. As your dragon kick is also a free attack. It gives iframes and you can't do anything about it. When he's in the air, just hope he doesn't aim at you, bruh. Just hope he has horrible aim. Now I'll put the characters with no ults into the same category. So we have Edward and David, and these also Hornets. Hunter, David, and Hornet, they all have the same ult, except Hornet has some white stuff that comes out of it. I'm not even gonna explain that, but they heal you because they're unfinished, so the full heal is really annoying, but of course it's not an entire ult, so these obviously will be ranked lower than all the others. And then we have Anubis, which his ult is, it's fine. It's not as OP as the dumb little Locust guy ult in JJS, but it's fine. If he hits you with it, then life's out for you because you're gonna die. But if he misses it, he also has a variant for that, so he can snipe you with his sword flashes. Yeah, there we go, Anubis. But yeah, he can snipe you with his sword flashes. If I can just snipe my friend here. Yep. And then that does that slam that he does at the end of it just does a lot of damage. Let's see. It does like 50. For a missed variant is kind of crazy, but we know it's fine. Don't hit me, please. He missed. And I guess I can add Walter White for the why not, because it's Walter White. Walter White ult isn't that good. I don't know what you're expecting. His ult is like horrible. I don't know if you wanted some red mist stuff, but you're not gonna get that. It's Walter White. He has a domain expansion that stuns people, but his attacks aren't necessarily strong or easy to land. So I'll show it off real quick. Walter White isn't too good. He's there for the memes though. He's there for the memes.
Chemistry is the study of matter, but I prefer to see it as the study of change.
Now, say my name. Oh. See, he gets the same moves, but instead of his first one, he gets a candy lab.
Not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
The machine gun is funny. This is funny. Cow. My friend is new to JSC, so he doesn't understand. You'll probably see it coming from how I spoke on them, but I'll put it on the tier list. You'll see. Look, this is their tier list. This is their tier list. Yep, it's right here in your face. Yep. Alright, if you enjoyed my video, leave a like, subscribe. I'll try to edit it, and it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be amazing. It will be fabulous. So, wow. Oh no, not David. Okay. Yeah. Bye. Thank you. Oh no. Okay.